The application starts here at the login screen, and what you get is a way for only authorized personnel to access the system. So what we get here is after, so the user is signed in, and then they're welcome to this dashboard. And then we clicked on sign out to show how to log out. And then now we're accessing the venues. So here at the venues, we're able to basically edit and see the venue, the name, the address, the capacity, the price, the image ID, and we're able to also see the details of the specific venue. In conjunction to that, we're also, I'm just highlighting the name, address, capacity, price, and venue ID. And then we're able to retreat and go back. And then on this page, the venues page, we can see the URLs and then an image upload of the image, and then you can see the details, which is the price, the capacity, and the image ID, right? So now when we go to the next section, which is creating an event. So we basically add a name to the event, and I'm calling this one as Zouk Park, but yeah, just give me a second. And then now we're adding a date so that we can set a date for the booking, so that there's a specific time. And now we're ending an end time, so it can be the same day, but maybe at a different time. But you can see here I've purposefully put it at the end, the wrong end date. So because it's the wrong end date, it won't work. That's my error handling now. The error handling is to say that it must only be the date has to be after, the end date must be after. So you see here, so now, since the end date is after, we have to correct it, and we have to make it. Okay, I'm deciding to make it a multi-day event, and also an end time, and then so that, because usually events can take maybe 3 days, and then now we are creating. Yeah, now we've basically created our event. So it takes the venue, it takes the existing venues which are in the database, which we create, and then we are able to basically link the event to that specific venue. But for that you have to create a booking, right? You have to create a booking, and then the booking. Now we create a booking, and then we can add extra parameters such as service providers, and then we can assign employees, and then we can also create a status. The status is just a text field. Now there's no logic attached to it, but it basically just prints whether or not the booking has been cancelled, pending, or confirmed. So in the next part of the POE, that's where I'm going to add the logic to make it work like that, so that maybe when it's cancelled, it will actually indicate that it's been cancelled across all models. So we're maybe able to filter by confirmed and cancelled. But it can be done now. But yeah, but it's just not very clear. And then now with bookings, so now with service providers, you can add people like DJs, sound engineers, and essentially put basic pricing within this page. So this page is quite important, because now if you want, maybe you make a booking and you want to add extra services. So Events Ease, as the company, we want to make sure that we're able to have multiple service providers that are in-house, so we can make more money. And then with employees, we are able to manage access to see who has access to the system. So we can edit, we can add details, and we can add many employees to the database to manage access. But for now, it's only one super user, which is which is myself. And then now here we manage our images. So there's two ways to put images. I'm just going to demonstrate. So we can upload the image, and then we can also use the image URL. So for the POE, the rubric wants a URL. So I put the URL there, and then in the later parts they're going to want a blob storage. So I'm just going to add that when we get to that stage. But for now, it takes in two conditions, which is what the POE requires, which is the URL, and then I also added extra, which is the upload, which is not easy to do, but which is the upload and persistent storage of the image. So now it's now two options. So the administrator within Event Ease can upload a URL, or they can upload a static URL, or they can upload a JPEG file. You can see on the in the new venue that I just added here, both of them are working. You can add. I'm just going to change the image ID for Luna Value Portal, and then you're going to see that when I change it to ID7, you'll be able to see the new image is that have been uploaded. One is the URL, one is an upload, and then now we can now also I ordered some I in my ERD I added reviews, so I thought it'd be nice to have some reviews so that in house we know what venues can we trust, and what events have been successful, so that we can maybe try and partner and maybe create more events in the future. So here you can add comments, you can add a rating, you can add and then there's an event ID. Then you can basically um, yeah we can basically create our booking. So right now my device is being logged out from the virtual machine. It's going to log back in. I'm pressing the tab button so that I can log back into the virtual machine. I'm back now. Now I should be able to press the button and basically create a review. So I've created a review, and now you're able to see the review that has been added. So this the same logic is just copy and paste from the venue and the events, just different labeling. Because yeah, so you can basically rate it 1 to 5 stars. It says 1 to 5. I just made it an integer, and then now you can click, and then you can basically select the venues that you want to rate, and then you can add a rating. So now maybe if there are venues that have been problematic, we won't maybe suggest those to customers because we would have seen that they're not good. But if the ones that are good, would then suggest those to customers. That's the logic and the business logic of why that exists. And yes, I think that's basically sums up the entire demonstration for event ease. So now we're now inside, and I'm just showing you the code. This is basically the our navigation and yeah. So this is the layout page where we're basically in our nav bar, and then now we're just going through basically all the scaffolded templates that are just auto generated and edited, of course, so that it can have the aesthetic that it has. And then these are basically the models and essentially the relationships between each. You can see how they're linked together using the navigation there at the bottom. uh, yeah so those are basically our joins, and then here we have the login and logout and registration page, where the user can create a page, an account. But yeah and then what we're seeing after this is essentially the template and the lights. Let's continue. So now I'm just trying to show you my database and to show you that it's actually the models do correspond to the to what is present there in the database. So just bear with me whilst I open some of the models, and then after showcasing that, I think that concludes the demonstration. Just to show you that our data, our tables exist within the database, and that's how our application remains persistent. And yes, so so this is basically the T-SQL. Yeah, this comes with the designer dependency. That's how we're able to see the tables. So just bear with me whilst that renders. I'm just trying to show you one. Yes. So now let's wait for it. It's a bit slow. Yeah, it's still loading. There, yeah, okay, there was one. Yeah, now you can see. So you can see the relationships. Now you can see how all of the tables basically look like in the database. Of course, based on the models. What is key here is the models. If the models are right, everything else is straightforward. So if everything is done in the models correct, it makes it very, 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 very straightforward and easy to do because yeah. So now, because now if all the relationships are correct, yeah, basically makes it easy to basically pull data and display it. All right, thank you so much.